Can you believe it? On Sunday, Pastor Mark said the F word, faith. He also mentioned 3 other F words: frustration, fatigue, and fear. In this revisit video, I'll be sharing some thoughts on last Sunday's message. Lately, I've been experiencing some of these feelings, especially with regards to my career. It's been frustrating and fatiguing to see that time has passed and I still don't have the clarity and the answers I need to move forward. And perhaps you may be experiencing a similar situation during this pandemic, where it feels like nothing is changing and you still don't have the answers you need. I find it's always the waiting periods that make us question whether or not it's worth it to keep having faith and to keep hoping that things will change. This reminds me of a similar situation of when I was in grade 8. I had asked for a very reasonable Christmas gift. A phone, obviously. And I had hoped that I would get one all the way up to Christmas Day. That year, I ended up getting a Sony Walkman. I felt very frustrated and fearful about what my friends would say when I showed up to school without a phone the following week. In that moment, I had lost all my hope that I would ever get a phone. I was even more frustrated when my birthday passed that year and I realized that I still didn't have a phone. I thought I'd be phoneless for life. If I didn't have one now, I'd probably never have one later either. Grade 9 came along, and that's the year that I finally got my phone. But looking back, even though I thought grade 8 was the right time for me to get a phone, I should have never stopped hoping that I'd get one. And I should have never let fear and frustration bring me down. It doesn't take common sense to know that feeling hopeful feels better than feeling frustrated and fearful. And I think sometimes we have ideas of when we think the right time is, and we associate our faith with lasting up until our right time, and we give up if it passes it. But when we do this, we're missing out on what God may have in store for us. And so, any way you look at it, we get nothing done by just focusing on our feelings. However, if we have faith, we can use that to help us push through our feelings, because we're reminding ourselves of how big He is. It's like that saying, don't tell God how big your problem is, tell your problem how big your God is. And that should be enough to push us through any feeling. Even if, right now, you've given up faith, nowhere does it say you can't pick it back up right now and continue fighting and persevering through your situation. Victory lies in refocusing our eyes on Him and trusting that He's in control. A side note, if you haven't already, go check out the other revisit videos that come out every week. They're all very good and help keep Sunday's message fresh and safe from being forgotten. Hugs from a distance. Take care.